Okay, welcome El Monte. This is El Monte tonight. No Jamie Neary. Jamie's got another contractual commitment, but I am Arturo Esparza. Next to me is the lovely and talented
Miss Vivian here.
And we're back again, just when you thought it was safe. And I want to thank everybody that's been very supportive of our show. I still get people that tell me, hey, I recognize you. I always think it's somebody I owe money to, right? Anyway, on tonight's show, we have a great show, and our theme tonight is education, health, and some planning, because we got Monte in the house. Little round of applause for Min. He made it into the house. Come on, you guys can applaud. He wore his very nice suit and tie. I mean, I was going to ask him to park my car in a few minutes. Anyway, if I had one up. Okay, and we have our good friend of the family of El Monte tonight, who came on our show many moons ago and also helped with our first Christmas special, and that is our good friend Lorena Sanchez, Children Defense Fund. Let's give a round of applause for her. Don't you love people that can applaud for themselves? I love that. I thought Ray was the only one. Okay, and then we have a very distinguished panel of experts that are going to be coming on here. We have Superintendent and one of my homegirls from the neighborhood. We have Lillian Maldonado French, Superintendent for Mountain View School District. Give her a round of applause. Okay, and then we have Peter Knappick. Did I get that right? Okay, I did that. Mountain View School District. He's also, what were we outnumbered here at Mountain View? A round of applause for Peter. Come on. And we have Naomi Caraveo. I hope I got that correctly. And that is from Chap Care. A round of applause, please. And our special guest house musician for tonight, a man who deserves a doctorate in music, the genius, the one, the only, the legendary, iconic, Mr. Ray Poncin. A round of applause, please.
Yeah.
You can applaud for yourself, Ray. I was just teasing. Couple quick announcements, real fast like. Okay, want to remind people once again, the City of El Monte and the mayor and the City Council want you to come and celebrate the Veterans Day celebration, which will be Tuesday, November 11th, 2014 at 9 a.m. right here at El Monte City Hall, 11333 Valley Boulevard, El Monte, California, 91731, honoring all our brave veterans that serve. And for more information, please call the City Manager's office at 626-580-2001. So you want to come down here, show your support for the people that lay down their lives. We just had an election recently, and this is part of the freedom that we enjoy in this beautiful country because of these men and women that sacrificed themselves. So you want to come and show your support for that Veterans Day celebration. Okay, we'll have our good buddy and all around good Joe, Councilman Jay Gomez will be there, who's a disabled Latino vet that has done many things to help the community. So you want to go there and say, hey, Jay, what's going on? And say hi to him, okay? And then Downtown Disney, Saturday, November 22nd, 2014. We're going to have departure from El Monte Trolley Station and the return shuttle coming from Downtown Disney. They're leaving at 2 o'clock. It's $6 per person, shuttle ride only, and you just contact the Public Works Department for the City of El Monte, Transportation Services Division, 626-580-2217. And I think, Ray, you got something coming up, huh? You have some event coming up? Oh, he's just going to eat. I knew something was happening. Okay, so we're going to eat. That's what we're going to do. And we'd like to thank, what's it called? Esquinas, right? Esquinas. And Ocho Esquinas. Yes, that's our sponsor for today. They brought some fantastic food. You'll see we're going to do a small PBSA for them next week to thank them for all their help. And they have some delicious chicken pollo. It's off the hook, off the chart. So we want to thank Hector and all the gang out there at the Valley Mall for supporting us on that. Okay, without any further ado, wait, I got to ask Miss Vivian, where are you guys performing next? I always have to ask.
It will be at Ignacio's on December the 20th, here at the Valley Mall in El Monte with Power Play.
Okay. Yeah, let's give a round of applause.
Yeah, long overdue.
Yeah.
We've been waiting for a good gig.
my cousin Bernie Garcia, Power Play, and of course Miss Vivian, and our other sponsor, Ignacio's, right there on the Valley Mall. So we're getting a lot of the business starting to come in, starting to pay attention. Yeah. Well, now for the part you've been waiting for, the other lovely and talented musician on our dais, Mr. Ray Poncin. Let's start up the music. You're good. Ray Poncin's out fantastic. Let me tell you, if you ever get a chance to see this man in person, wherever he performs, he sits in with a lot of some of your better groups. He's just really fabulous. We don't do him justice. Just let people know once again that our Christmas special extravaganza is coming up again this year, and this time we're planning to have it at Ignacio's as well. Either the day before Miss Vivian performs a power play, or the week before. But we're doing it as a combination fundraiser for the Almani Promise Foundation, and we're going to try to raise some money to help that for that worthwhile cause. And we'll touch on that and let you folks know exactly when it is, so you can all attend. We want it to be a Friday. We're trying to set it up so it's between the holidays. I know money's tight, but we'll make it reasonable, and it's for a worthwhile cause for these young people's future. And we really want to contribute on that here in Almani tonight. So that being said, we have our first guest. No stranger to Almani tonight. You were on like what the fourth show? You were on one of the first shows, huh?
I've been here before.
Yes, I've been here before. She makes it sound like she's been in jail or something. I've been here before. Okay, this is Lorena Sanchez. A round of applause, please. Children's Defense Fund.
Thank you, Art.
It's good to have you back.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here today. Thanks for the invitation.
Well,
Thanks to the City of El Monte, too, for hosting us here today. So I think this is a great venue and a good show, and for organizations such as community organizations and schools and nonprofits like ours, this is really an important avenue to help get information out about the services that we're providing El Monte residents. So kudos to you for the great work that you're doing.
Oh, thank you. Well, like I said, you're one of the pioneers. She was one of our first guests that we had on the show and gave us an aura of legitimacy. And thanks to you, you brought some of the other superintendents, which we have, of course, our other neighborhood watch person. I call it from the Boyle Heights connection. It's going to be coming on up in just a bit. So what's going on with the Children's Defense Fund? What's the latest? I know you guys were just starting out when the first time you came on board.
This is the first I've heard of it, so I want to know exactly what Children's Defense Fund stands for, or what it is.
Yeah. So the Children's Defense Fund is a nonprofit organization. We're a children's advocacy organization. We represent children on different fronts and ends, juvenile justice issues, poverty issues, early childhood, health as well. We have actually been around for 40 years. We're a national organization. We have a state-based organization here in California with offices in Los Angeles and also in Oakland. So we've been around for quite a while. We are doing work here in the city of El Monte with our programs, and so I can talk a little bit about that, and our guests will also talk about the work that we're doing with the schools to connect children and families with health insurance. But we do work in terms of represent children in the state of California at the policy front. So we are the public advocates that are in Sacramento monitoring legislation, advocating on those bills and policies and legislation that will have a positive effect on children on the different fronts that I just mentioned. And so, when there's a bill before the Senate or the Assembly, we are there, we bring youth, we bring our partners to talk about how that bill or legislation will affect or impact the families, and so that's the way that we represent the families here in El Monte and statewide. On the program level, we are working with school districts here in the city of El Monte. We're also working with schools in Pico Rivera, in Linwood, and in Compton. And our focus is to make sure that we're providing the school districts with technical assistance and support so that they can do all they can to help us link uninsured children with health coverage.
Well, let me tell you, this was the pilot program here in Almani. You had 3 schools. Let me see if I remember. Of course, Mountain View. Let's see, Almani City Schools.
It was 2 schools.
2 schools? Which one? The Union High School District?
El Monte Union High School District,
Okay.
and Mountain View. We continue to work with Mountain View, and we brought them on the show to talk about the work that they're doing.
You got to learn to not be so shy on TV, okay? She just kept going. I was watching, okay, you're welcome to the Lorena Sanchez show. But that's really good. This young lady, give her a round of applause, because, she does a lot of good work, She even set up, look, she even set up an itinerary for us, which you know how much we love that here in Almighty tonight. But and it's such a hard person to get a hold of now. I remember it was so easy to get a hold of her back in the day. I could just call her up and come on by. And now it's like, oh, excuse me, I'm going out of town. I'll be back. A meeting with Obama. Yeah, and she does it all, man. I mean, she really flies through the air here practically. But that's really great. You're doing some good work. And the reason why I call her one of our neighborhood watch kind of people is because we came from the same neighborhood, basically. And she's a Rough Rider, which we love that around here. Not Maggie, no bulldogs today.
Rough Riders.
Yeah, all the riders, Rider Nation as we call it, and so we're everywhere. Wait till you see the superintendent. So what's the future? What's coming up next? What's on the next, avenue?
What's exciting about the work that we're doing in this culture of coverage, with Obamacare and in the implementation of the Affordable Care Act. We know that here in the state of California, we've rolled out our state exchange health program, which is a new health system for our state known as Covered California. And so not only are we monitoring that at the policy level, but we're making sure that we're connecting the schools to access Covered California, enrolling families into the program. And so the schools that we work with here, Mountain View, is connected with those folks that are doing enrollment. And so we'll talk about that in a bit. Open enrollment into healthcare is around the corner for California. So November 15th through February 15th, that's when we are encouraging families, if they don't have health insurance, to see a certified enrollment counselor and find out.
Window so that they do have the opportunity to do that.
Yes, definitely. That's very important. And that's one of the reasons why we're here today, because families need to know what their options are in terms of health coverage for children and families as well.
And not to be scared of trying to enroll into these health programs, right?
Yes.
Because a lot of them are probably intimidated, and if they don't have health insurance for their families now, it's because they may have been intimidated by thinking like, oh no, we wouldn't be able to be on a program where we can't afford it. But
yeah,
that's where you come in.
We want to encourage all families, regardless of income, regardless of legal status, everywhere, to connect with someone who can let them know what their options are for children and for families and adults, because there are programs out there that will provide coverage for you regardless of what you mentioned. Covered California is a program that is designed for a specific population. We want to make sure that everybody who qualifies for Covered California applies. There are also subsidies that families, if they qualify, can get assistance to pay their premium. And so we want to make sure we get the word out. And so that's one of the reasons why we're encouraging schools like Mountain View to come out here. Although they're doing a lot of great work within their schools, we do encourage them to come out to their local community and talk to residents. And so again, this is a great avenue for them to do so, to get the word out and have parents watch them on TV, know that you can now go to Mountain View, go to your school, and if you need health insurance, they're going to connect you with someone. It's important because schools have always been a resource to families in every aspect, and so now they get to play a very critical role. And it's I want to mention there's legislation that just passed, and Assembly Member Roger Hernandez, which represents El Monte, is the author of this bill, Assembly Bill 2706. And as a children's health advocate at Children's Defense Fund, and we work really closely with the School Superintendents Association, this is a big win for us. The fact that the Assembly member was able to advocate in Sacramento to pass this legislation, and I'll describe it, what that is. But it's essentially going to encourage school districts to take on that extra role of providing that important link to families about what their healthcare options are. And so I do want to highlight the work that Mountain View is doing, because although they've been doing so much on the educational front, now they're going above and beyond to also address the child's need, the whole need, their health needs as well. And so they've taken on this partnership with the Children's Defense Fund, the School Superintendents Association, to figure out strategies on how we can identify children in their schools who are uninsured. And they do so through a lot of activities, which we'll talk about, connecting parents with the right people to do enrollment and to educate them about the programs. So I really want to acknowledge them. They're really doing all they can to connect children to schools.
They're trying to identify, and that's what Ms. Vivian was alluding to when we were talking about, because people get very paranoid about giving up information because they don't know, hey, what you're going to do. And the bottom line, when it comes to children's health, you can't scrimp on that. I know as a former educator myself, I remember when we used to have school nurses, okay, and with the cutbacks, you don't get that anymore. And even then, when you had the school nurse, by law, they could only provide you to lie down if you're sick. They couldn't prescribe any medication, anything like that. So this is a very worthwhile effort that you're undertaking here that I know it's going to reap very, very crucial dividends for the community. Because, I mean, let's face it. First, if a kid's sick, he's not going to school, okay? And there's, he misses school, loses out on his education. The school loses money, because the ADA, they're not, average daily attendance. And you have a hard time re-educating that child into a mindset that, hey, you know what, you can get better. You take care of yourself, some of the basic things, take advantage of these programs, and it'll pay off in the long run. And I think it's really good what you guys are doing, and you seem like a busy lady.
Thank you. You bring up an important point. The link between a child's health and his or her academic success is a very important one that we need to address.
What I was going to link the fact that a well child is going to learn better, and when you prevent these children from getting these childhood, and there's so many diseases out there that are scary, because if the parents aren't educated enough to say provide or know that they have something out here that's going to help their child get health, and be educated on it, they won't be sending their children to school if they are sick with something that is very contagious or something that is very serious. And they'll know better, and the preventive health, that's where that comes in, and that's a big start when they have something to go on, and
that's our immediate goal, is to make sure children go to school healthy.
Yes, that's great.
Yeah, and so again, I just want to acknowledge the work that your local legislators are doing. Assembly Member Roger Hernandez.
Is he going to come on? He's going to come on our show yet, right? We're going to get him in January.
Yeah. We hope that he comes by and talks about the work that he's doing. In particular, the work that he's doing in Sacramento in terms of passing legislation. The bill that he authored was passed and signed by the governor just a few months ago. And so this bill is going to encourage school districts for the next 3 school years to do essentially what we're doing in Mountain View.
Right.
And so Mountain View has had a great start in kicking off the work, and they'll talk about that. But from now on, school districts, due to his legislation, are going to have to do this and take on a great role. And it's exciting in terms of how many kids we're going to continue to be able to cover. So I'm very excited about that.
You were saying in Pico Rivera, what district are you in?
We're working with the El Rancho Unified.
Yeah, because I have a friend that's a second grade school teacher out there. And they do good work out there in Pico. They really do. And I got to give you props to that, Rosie, if you're out there. So that's good. And you got Compton, and you said, what, Linwood?
Linwood, yes.
Yes, I had a friend that also was a vice principal. I think it was Bunch Middle School or Branch Middle School. I forgot what it's called, but they do good work out there too. A lot of people think when you go to those communities, they're disenfranchised. You got a lot of, it's a poorer community. But you got people that care. You got people that are out there caring. This is a prime example of somebody that's really stepping up, and walking the walk, not just talking the talk. Even though she talks a lot, but we're still proud of her. Let's get a round of applause for Loretta. She's going to be bringing up our next guest in a few minutes.
Thank you.
You got a fan out there.
Yeah, you're
Thank you. I thank you, Art. Thank you, Vivian, for having us here today, and just want to take the time to thank Superintendent Lily Maldonado French for making it here. We know how very busy she is, and her staff, Dr. Peter Knapik, and then our partner at ChapCare, who they're going to introduce. So thank you all for being here. We know how long your days are, so it's important the work that you continue to do. So we continue to encourage them to come out and do community outreach on the work that they're doing.
Well, see, Lillian's a class act. I know that for a fact, you know. Anybody that has 3 names is classy.
Yeah,
You know that.
French at the end.
Yeah, there you go. See that? Alrighty, I'm going to ask the out of control room if you guys would run some B-roll there. I guess we can go with the interviews if it's ready to go, because we did have the Children's Harvest Festival a couple of weeks ago. And then right after that, we had the Day of the Dead, which Miss Vivian co-hosted. You know, nobody invites me. They always invite her everywhere, but yeah, they just have me there for comic relief. So it's, you know.
But it's been our pleasure to have you.
Thank
and to find out all the information that you've given us so far. You have a lot more that we're going to be receiving on that.
Yes.
And we hope to see you again very soon. Don't let a year go by and then come back on.
Thank you. You know, Children's Defense Fund, we're partners, so we hope that you invite us back, and we're happy to provide updates on, you know, what we're doing, how we're representing children here.
Well, you know, what we want to do, we have a health show. It's called Healthier You with Wendy, and we might schedule a time you guys can come on and talk on that show, and that's just straight up all about health. And I think that would be a great vehicle. And, you know, it also helps connect up with the Asian community as well. Because, you know, it's Wendy Zhang, and she's a wonderful young lady who works with it. So, alrighty, we're good to go with that B-roll, and we'll be right back with our next guest up here on El Monte.
Tonight.
There you go. Couldn't say it better myself.
Good.
You think you can have a career? Be like Vera Jimenez?
Maybe.
Yeah, career, yeah. You come over here. Jumping around. Is he? What's he practicing for? You gonna be a gymnast or what?
I don't know.
So what do you think of the city of Almani? They're pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah.
And how about you?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna ask you. Yeah, she said yeah anyway. Okay, well, I want to thank you for letting us interview you. And, you know, we'll be putting this on Channel 3. It'll also be on our website, www.almanitv3.com. This is Arturo Esparza, Almani Tonight. Be right back at you. Bye. Yeah, wave. Hey, don't worry about it, darling. Okay, Arturo Esparza, Almani Tonight here at the Ishigaki Children's Parade. And next to me is...
Mary Montes.
And Mary, you said something so beautiful, and I hate to be so self-serving, but what were you telling me a few minutes ago?
I remember you from Channel 3, Monte Good Night. You look so different and you look young.
Oh, bless your little heart. You are so sweet. And I love that. Is that your baby?
No, my granddaughter.
Get out of here. So cute. Yes, we're on there?
You know what? Can I say something?
Sure.
Okay. I've been here in this town in Monte for 20 years. Don't get mad at me.
You're welcome.
I'm leaving.
Why?
I'm moving to Rialto.
Oh, my. So we're losing you.
Yes, and I love it here. I love it here. I love everything that Monte does here. I'm going to miss everything here. Because I don't know if Rialto has all this, you know.
I'm sure they don't. Almani's a very unique and very special city, don't you think?
Yes, but it's expensive. That's why we can't afford it here anymore.
Okay, well, we'll let them know, okay? But thank you very much, darling, for those kind words.
And I'll go home and watch you, okay?
All right.
And I'm going to miss everybody here in Monte.
Well, you know, you'll still be able to see our show on our website if you have access to the computer, www.almanitv3.com.
Okay. And what time will you be on tonight?
Tonight, we are still editing last week's show, but it's really a good opportunity to enjoy the kind of program we had, and we're having our Halloween show on the 22nd. If you want to come on down, you're more than welcome. It's on Wednesday night.
I'll try to come. I'm still going to come and visit everybody because I've been crying. I don't want to leave in Monte. When I first moved here, I didn't like it, but I ended up loving it. I've been here for 20 years.
I'm sure the city council and everybody here in Almani is going to miss you, and they're going to appreciate your kind words.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, and take care, and God bless.
You look so different.
Oh, thank you.
It would be nice to ride away.
Oh, all right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Arturo Esparza, Almani Tonight, here at the Ishigaki Children's Parade. And next to me is a young lady who's getting so emotional, and we're just loving it here. Your name, please.
Susana Villalon.
And what group do you have here?
We have the Frank Alex Dance Studio. Emily Ishigaki helped us. She was one of the founders of Frank Alex Dance Studio. She helped me out from the beginning, and she's resting in peace right now. And I love you, Emily, and thank you for everything that you've done for our group. Thank you.
Well, I'm sure she heard that all the way up there. I know that woman always paid attention to a lot of people and contributed a lot. So who's some of these young ladies? What's your name?
Fatima Martinez.
And your name?
Mariela Ruiz.
How about you?
I don't know.
You don't know? You don't know your name?
Your name. Hey, stop.
Throw me.
Stop the violence. Stop the violence. How about you, young man? What's your name?
Jimmy Reese.
Very nice. You?
Natalie Carvalho.
How about you back here? Come on over. Don't be shy. I like your hair. You look like Elvis, huh? Like a young Elvis.
Luis.
Very good. How about back here? Your name, please.
Paola Martinez.
That's a beautiful dress. You guys make the dresses yourselves? Or?
That's my mom.
Your mom? Oh, bless her heart. Okay, and your name, sir?
Hector Mendoza.
Hector Mendoza. I don't know why you look familiar. And your name?
Karen Rodriguez.
All right. So how long you guys? Who's the eldest one here? The oldest one we have here? Oh, okay. I thought it was this one right here. I wasn't sure. You should turn around. The camera's that way. You're gonna get the back of your heads here. Well, you guys are a great group. You're gonna be performing in just a few minutes, right?
Yes, we'll be performing on the bottom. I don't think we're performing on stage, but they're going to be performing the little ones and them to Paola and Hector.
Well, that's a beautiful effort, you know. And where are you guys located?
Here in Almani, off of Valley and Tyler.
Okay, do you got a phone number there in case somebody wants to join?
626, what's my number? 652-2130.
She's good. Well, let me tell you. Why don't you guys give a big shout out for Almani? Say, hey, Almani. 1, 2, 3. All right. Thank you very much, Arturo Esparza. Almani tonight. We'll be back in a few. Hey, why don't you guys wave bye? All right. Well, I don't know who that character was, but they should have him locked up. I mean, seriously. No, we had a real good time. The Children's Harvest Festival, and that was right after the Ishigaki Children's Parade, which I did, and everybody really had a great time. And coming up in a little bit, we're going to run a little bit of the Day of the Dead. Hopefully it's a clip that has Miss Vivian in there, because she was coming from another engagement, so she was running a little behind. And we had a good buddy, Mike Gomez, was in there, and it was a great day. We had a good day. We had some nice people. We had really some nice people.
Nice entertainment.
Yes, it was, very much so. Okay, now on to the meatier part of our program, because eventually we got to allow enough time for Min Tai. Look at him, he's over there. He's looking ready. He's throwing me the evil eye. No, we love him. He's a good guy. Okay, we have Superintendent Lillian Maldonado French from Mountain View School District, and Peter Napik. Did I get that right? I got to make sure I get it right. Okay, that's good enough, he's saying. That's good enough. Quit while you're ahead. Yeah, I got you. Mountain View School District. Okay, let's a round of applause, please. Thank you. Okay, Lillian, I know you've been a regular as well. You came to our show.
That's right.
Was it about a year ago? Was it a year? Almost 2 years, huh?
Almost 2 years.
Yeah?
Yeah.
She came on by and she had a real good time. That's when our set was over there, huh?
That's right. You're messing me up here.
I know, now you're facing a different direction. Well, that's because we had to, because, Ray Poncin hugs up the whole stage. But, so what's going on? What's going on in Monte?
We've been really busy. We've been having a great time, and we're here to tell you all about the health insurance program that we're hoping to support, and the great work that our staff is doing to make sure that our kids have health insurance coverage. So that's really important for us.
Oh, very good, very good. So that's really, you know what I love about Lillian? She gets right to the point.
I get to the point.
And she don't mess around. See, that's a girl from the Boyle Heights area, I can tell.
That's right.
See, she does.
Paisanos.
Paisanos, that's it. That's the way we work around here, folks. Sorry, mija. Look at my little Maggie's looking at me like, go Bulldogs. She's still hanging to that notion. Well, that's good. See, and this young lady, she came out of the same community. She rose to great prominence, being the superintendent of a wonderful school district, and you got to give her a round of applause. That's props right there. That's a lesson to be learned for all you young people out there. We had your colleague Maribel from the El Monte City Schools here a couple of weeks ago as well, and she's another success story, coming out locally, and that's for you young people to realize that it's not where you come from, it's where you go to that counts. And that's what you have to do. You have to keep your eyes on the prize, as they say. And that's very important. We stress that here on El Monte tonight. Because then we have so much talent here. I mean, we got Ray Poncin, we got my Miss Vivian here, we got you two wonderful people. We have Lorena over there. We got the father of the channel, Pablo, man, is a talented actor. You gotta see his commercials. He's outstanding. We got Min Tai hiding in the audience back there. ready to attack my car, I know, any minute. So, Peter,
Yes, sir.
what's going on? Give us the latest.
You know, we're hooking up with the Children's Defense Fund, and with the Children's Defense Fund, we provide an opportunity for all of our families, all of our students, to be screened for health care insurance. And so it's really important to us as a school district that we provide this opportunity to our families to qualify them for as much insurance as possible.
Okay. Well,
So
not-
why are we doing that, right?
Yeah, well, first I want to find out, who are you, Peter?
Well, I'm the Director of Curriculum Instruction and Staff Development for Mountain View School
See,
District.
because they didn't give me a title, I want to make
That's
sure.
okay.
I want to make sure you're not just somebody who, drove in with her and said, hey, I'm from Mountain View. Because everybody's going to want to represent, see, because that's a great school district. Yes, why are you doing that?
Yeah, why are we doing this? Because we're a school district, right? And we're all about educating kids. But what we know is that when kids are not healthy and when they feel sick, then they can't learn. And when they can't learn and they're not feeling well, they don't come to school. And so, you can focus on education as much as you like, but at the end of the day, we need kids who are healthy and strong and fit and ready to learn. And that's why we have to do what we have to do. You have to go out and meet the needs of families. And so when we had an opportunity to learn about the Children's Defense Fund and the work they were doing with the ASA, which is the Superintendents Association, we said, yeah, we want to be a part of that.
That's beautiful.
It is.
But it's a very valid point. It is a valid point, because when I was teaching middle school for Montebello Unified, I had this one kid, he'd fall asleep on the desk. And it's just the basics, folks. It's just the basics. It was malnutrition. He wasn't eating properly. And I was, I'm looking at this kid, and he's just like, dying on his desk. And I felt bad. I had to talk to his parents, and I felt bad for him because they really couldn't afford, real nutritional food for this kid. It was junk food, snacks, what have you. So it's very crucial, and especially in the formidable years for young people, to get the proper nutrition, and that's, that helps a great deal. Let me tell you, as a former educator, to motivate, to keep them stimulated, to keep their minds active, keep their bodies growing, and that's what you want, and
Now, how do you sort the children that do not have health care coverage and know the children that do have health care coverage? Are they asked?
In a really easy way. So I'm going to let Peter tell you about what we do. It's so simple and yet so effective.
Upon enrollment, whether the child is a kindergartner or whether they're coming into 5th or 6th grade, we register the families. And on our registration forms, we ask them right away up front, do you have health insurance? Do you want us to work with you to go ahead and qualify you for health insurance? And so we ask them, like I said, right up front, and we find out who needs health insurance and who has health insurance, because if anything would happen at school, we want to connect them with the proper services if anything would happen. And for families and children that don't have health insurance, we want to get them screened. And so we ask them, like I said, right up front.
Well, not to cut you off, but I'm going to say that's it becomes part of the process now of registration.
Right, it's just part of the process, and that seems like such a simple thing to do, but it's obviously something that we need to focus on and we need to work on. The next part really is what makes the difference, because it's very easy to put down a question on a registration form, but if you don't do anything about the information that you get, then nothing happens. So once we find out,
We get permission from the families to release their contact information to our healthcare providers. That way they can go ahead and be connected with our healthcare providers, like CHAP Care as an example, who's going to be on in a few minutes, to screen them for healthcare insurance.
so our office staff are trained to go a little bit above and beyond. Not only do we ask them about their health insurance coverage and get information, then we take the next step. Would you mind? Can we give your name to a provider out there who makes contact with them? And that makes all the difference in the world.
Let's give a little round of applause for that. That's wonderful. Okay, that's awesome. And if we can get Ray Poncin to pipe down over there, we'll be just fine and dandy. We have a crazy crew.
And when Lillian talks about our team, screening our families, it really is our team. It's our office managers, it's our office clerks, our healthcare clerks, it's our community liaisons, our principals, our teachers. So it's a combination of people who are participating in this project with us. So it's not just an individual or a couple of individuals, it's everybody coming together to take care of our families.
That's the way it should be, because it is a triangle. It is a triangle. You have, and that's the way it works. You got
Now,
the
is it
school.
something that's offered at no cost or low cost? Are they told up front that, you know, this may be no cost or low cost, so that it doesn't kind of scare them off?
Absolutely. We make sure that they know that no matter how much money they make, no matter what their legal status is, there are programs out there that can be matched to whatever their situation is, especially for children. Sometimes there's coverage for children that's not necessarily for adults, but there's a lot of different options, and it's important that they have a sense of security. And that's the good thing about us being the providers, because they trust schools. You know, we have a lot of credibility with families, and they know that we have the best of intentions. So when we ask the question, we're more likely to get a good answer, to get the true information.
Sure. Well, you're one of the schools are one of the last bastions of sanity sometimes in a crazy world for these young kids, you know. And that's why you guys are doing the good works. And just to stress again for anybody who's paying attention on that, they are school based. This is not a federal function. They're not out there to get your information. It's not going anywhere. There's a right to privacy involved in all this. So just know that you're in good hands and you're being protected on this.
And actually the work of medical care and all that belongs to our providers.
Right.
We don't take down information at all that has anything to do with medical information.
Beautiful. That's really good. So you guys were like the vanguard, okay? And I remember that.
We were.
Yes, because I remember when Lorena first came on the show, it was like I said, it was just in its embryonic stage. They were just like talking about, oh, this is a pilot, and we're going to be doing this and that, and it's come to fruition, and it's really beautiful, you know. And I think you really deserve yourselves an attaboy and a pat on the back for what you're doing.
Thank you. And it's not me. It's Peter. It's the staff. It's everyone who works so hard.
Our school board.
And our school board,
There you go.
who having the vision to say, yes, this is important. We want you to do this. We want to reach out to our families in our community.
Let's get a round of applause for that. That's wonderful, man. I love that. So that's like I said, that's so fantastic. And you're involved in so many things. Like, just to sidetrack, you're also involved in the Monte Promise Foundation as well, right?
I am. So part of being healthy and being fit and having food, the next step is how are we going to make sure that our kids have all the experiences and the support they need to go on to college.
Exactly.
So we want to start them off really young. You know, our preschoolers have to understand and know that there's a path forward for them. So not only do we want to do that, we want to make sure that there's money there for when they get there. Not only will they have an open door, but they'll have something in their pocketbook to be able to walk through those doors.
You
So-
are one busy lady. You
We
know?
are.
I think we're nominating her for sainthood. I don't know. I'll call the
No.
Pope on the phone later on. And we'll find out. But that's beautiful. So what's down the road now? Let's say if we're just looking, projecting.
So down the road, one of the things we're working on right now, we're piloting something called the Scholar Savings Program. And that's going to be for every child who lives in the city of El Monte, whether they're the El Monte School District or ours. And we're piloting at 3 schools. And the idea is that we have to build the habit of saving for college. And what's wonderful is that if there's research that if a child has a bank account in his name or her name, it doesn't matter how much money's in there, they are 7 times more likely to go to college. 7 times. So it's up to us to help our parents understand all that financial literacy and support them through that and build that habit of saving for college. So that's our next step.
Amazing. That is so amazing. No, you guys are not only making them well, you're feeding them and you're giving them a future. That's
Wow.
beautiful.
Well, we appreciate the fundraiser, so hopefully friends and families and everyone will come out and support you so you can support us.
Well, we're going to want you there to have a good
Okay.
time because we're going to have some real wonderful talent down there.
Sounds great.
And like I said, I'm probably going to sing a song this year. I promised last year, but this time I am. And if you see Miss Vivian running down the street screaming, you'll know I sang. You know that. Because I'm not really a singer, but I'm teaching her a lesson. Because she's a beautiful voice. Okay, we're going to go away with some Ray Poncin action. I know Ray's ready, right? You're ready, all right? Okay. And then we're going to bring up our next guest. Yeah, you can applaud. It's okay.
Thank you so much
Thank you.
for being on our show tonight, and we look forward to hearing more of what's happening and as the process goes. I'm really curious to find out how this fundraiser goes and then beyond that.
Oh, great. We're really excited about it, and what's exciting, it's for the whole city.
Yeah.
They're having a kickoff in January, aren't they?
Yeah.
Some big event. We'll be covering it for Channel 3.
Exciting.
So yeah, we're gonna have a good time. We're partnering up with everybody, anybody and everybody. So
Especially for the kids.
that's right,
Absolutely,
always for the
for the
kids.
kids.
All righty, Mr. Poncin, Maestro, are you ready? Okay, are we ready back there? Miss Maggie? Okay, let's take it away with Out of Control Room and Mr. Ray Poncin here on El Monte 2.
Night.
There you go. right, man. Whoa, whoa. I love live feedback. That just breaks my heart. Just to remind people once again that our show is being sponsored tonight by Ocho Esquinas, excuse me, Grill. Hey, well, I got their names right. But that's, yeah, they're a wonderful restaurant. You get a chance to go down there at the Valley Mall. And they are at 10612 Valley Mall, El Monte, California, 91731. And the phone number there is 626-416-5104. And I'm reading this off the card, and let me tell you, I put in 16 hours yesterday at the polling place. So I'm lucky to be alive today. But, yeah, just remember that it's Ocho Esquinas Grill at the Valley Mall. And you want to go down there and tell them that Arturo and Miss Vivian sent you. Okay, now we have another guest, and then we're going to bring up our special mystery guest. He'll be coming up in just a couple of clicks because he's got a big announcement to tell us that's going to be happening. What is it, on the 20th, man? Right. Okay, the 20th of this month, and we'll tell you what that is. So all you people, El Monte, stay tuned. Alrighty, this is Naomi Caraveo. A round of applause, please. I got it.
Thank you.
No, that was for me because I said it right.
You're saying it because you said it right?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I mangle people's names. Trust me, I've done that. Okay, well, you are with CHAP Care. What does CHAP stand for?
So CHAP, it actually, CHAP, we started in Pasadena. So it starts for Community Health Alliance of Pasadena. But once we decided to expand into the El Monte, South El Monte region, we had to change it. So now we go by CHAP Care.
CHAP Care. Okay, well, that makes sense. Otherwise you would have to add more letters, right?
Exactly.
It'd be CHALM or something like that. But that's great. So what are you all about? Are you one of the providers, or what do you...
No, so I oversee the enrollment and outreach department.
Okay.
So we're a nonprofit community health center, and we have 3 locations in Pasadena, and 1 in South El Monte, 1 in El Monte. And we provide primary care services, pediatric services for the children, OBGYN, so women's services as well.
Oh, okay. Well, that sounds very unnerving. But I'm going to say OBGYN. Yeah. Okay. Let me ask you before I forget, because I know myself. I get these senior moments. Your phone number, can somebody contact you directly? Is there a number they can get a hold of you on a website or something?
Yes, so the website is www.chapcare.org, and the phone number in particular for health insurance enrollment, that would be the 626-486-9729. And that's
one more time.
486-9729. And that's for the health insurance enrollment shop. So that's different from the clinic location. Right. It's just a free service just to enroll.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, see, I wanted to make sure, because sometimes we move along. I was going to, I forgot to ask Lorena for her phone number on this, because we want people to be able to contact if they have questions.
Yes, of course.
And do that. So you've been in existence how long?
CHAP Care in Pasadena has been existing for 16 years.
Wow, it's a good piece of change.
In South El Monte, it's like a year and a half now.
Oh, okay. Where about in South El Monte? What are you?
In South El Monte, it's right behind the Greater El Monte Hospital off of Baco Street.
Okay, I know exactly where that's at.
And in El Monte, it's on Garvey and Central, inside of the senior complex building.
Oh, okay. Very good. Very good. So how'd you get involved in this? I mean, I know all these other usual suspects. This guy's a big shot. We got Lillian. I mean, she's the honcho, if you will. And, of course, Lorena's the troublemaker. So, we got everybody that's really active and involved. How'd you get, what turned you to this life of great service, public service?
Well, I've always been interested in the nonprofit world and just health in general. I mean, I believe children and just anybody should, deserves to be healthy and have access to these healthcare services. And I grew up in La Puente, which is a neighboring city.
Right.
So I know the need of the community to have these accesses. So it's just great to be able to, now in collaboration with the school, to be able to help these students and families as well, because it's, it's not only the child, the parent needs to be able to be healthy as well, to take the children to school.
Well, it's learning by example.
Exactly.
If a parent takes care of themselves, then the kid's going to learn to take care of himself. Good hygiene, taking vitamins, whatever, exercise. Because, we have a lot of cities around here that practically lead the nation in childhood obesity, and that's something that's like a silent killer as they grow up. So that's, and this is beautiful El Monte. We are the Bel Air of the San Gabriel Valley. I hope you know that. And it's a wonderful place to, what, Maggie? Live, work, and play. Yeah. Okay, a round of applause for El Monte. Come on, man. And we want those kids to be playing for a good long time, and then, eventually, yes, move on to college. So, what's down the road? What's the next step? What's the projection for what's going on there?
So, as Lorena mentioned, open enrollment is practically here. It's November 15th to February 15th. So we've been working a lot with Mountain View School District, doing presentations about the Affordable Care Act, about Medi-Cal, about Covered California. What does that mean? How does that affect the families? And so we're actually opening up our health insurance enrollment shop in El Monte next week, actually, on Tuesday, the 11th. And we expanded that model from our shop model in Pasadena, which was very successful last year. We were able to enroll over 1,200 families into health insurance. And we're hoping to be able to do the same this year here in El Monte. And I mean, that's really the greatest focus, just, educating the community about what does this mean, what is open enrollment, how does it affect them, how does it affect the children, what do they qualify for, what programs are out there. Not only is it Covered California, it's Medi-Cal, there's county programs like My Health LA, where it doesn't matter what your legal status is.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, so it's a free program, and that's exactly, some people don't know about it. It's completely free and now covers primary care services. You can go in for your code, and as long as you're in the income limits and you're low income, you can qualify. And our clinics, we take you, it covers your medication, lab work, and you don't even have to be here legally. So there's like nothing for you to be afraid of.
Sounds beautiful.
And everyone can be covered.
There's a round of applause for that. That's a good service. That's a good thing. You touched on something, and I want to touch on it real quick. You said within the income levels, parameters. Okay, what exactly is the income level?
So
would you, more or less?
Yeah, so it's defined as 138% of the federal poverty level, and that's for Medi-Cal and for My Health LA, which, to kind of give a number estimate, for one individual, it's about 16,000. So if, as one individual, like if you're a full-time student, a year, if you're making under 16,000, then you would be eligible for Medi-Cal. Or if, you're for My Health LA, it would be the same thing. You can be here and not be legal and still be able to qualify for the program, get your card, and you would have that service completely for free.
Okay, because see, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to figure out, because the poverty level changes. It's changed over the years. It's naturally it's moved upwards as the economy's moved a different direction, sideways. And you got, let's say, for example, somebody's on AFDC. Would they be considered part of that level, or would they be making too much money?
AFDC, can you define that?
What, working with welfare?
Aid to families with
Okay.
dependent children.
Yeah, so I mean, it doesn't matter.
Automatically
Yeah,
get
automatically.
enrolled into one of the.
Exactly. You
Okay.
would automatically get into Medi-Cal.
Okay. Yeah, just so people know, because a lot of times we're gonna say, hey, am I I'm not working, maybe I'm receiving some cash aid or whatever.
No,
would I
you
qualify?
can still
See?
qualify.
So that's good information to know. Well, that's a beautiful kind of thing. So you said real quickly, because we got to get Mintai up here, because otherwise he's gonna take my wallet. Look at man, he's having a good time. I needed to find out, I guess, with the program you're doing now. You said it's going to start on the 11th. You're going to start your open enrollment, or you're going to start registering.
Open enrollment starts November 15th.
15th, okay.
Medi-Cal, it's year-round. You can apply today, tomorrow.
But
been applying.
did you have something going on the 11th, or did I mishear
So
you?
on the 11th, Tuesday, that's when our enrollment shop location opens here in El Monte. And that's, between the 11th to the 14th, we'll still be doing Medi-Cal or My Health LA enrollments. And it's November 15th when it would be for those that are above the income limits of the Medi-Cal that you would qualify perhaps per subsidy through Covered California.
Okay, now you said Garvey and Central, correct?
No, that is our other clinic location. So this is actually on Valley, by Peck, by the 10 freeway. It's in the same shopping center as Wabba Grill and Arts Burgers.
Oh, okay, so it's just down the block. Okay, and what time is that happening?
The opening?
Yeah.
So the hours are going to be Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. So it's available in the afternoons, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Okay, the reason why I asked, because I'm sure you heard earlier that we're having the Veterans Day event, and I don't know what kind of turnout they're going to have, but it just might be interesting for some of your good representatives to come down there and check out, see who's there. That might benefit from it, because you do have veterans here that don't have any. They have the VA, some do, but some don't take advantage of it, and they might need some immediate care, perhaps, or at least be able to benefit from. Because we do have, we have Veterans Village here, and that's homeless vet housing. So you got some people who are really in need around here, and I could see they would qualify but may not have that information.
Exactly.
So you might want to consider it because it's happening the same day, and it's going to be at 9 o'clock that morning. That's why I asked you what time was your grand opening. See, I'm just a Budinsky, that's all. I'm just trying to get involved. You guys are doing such good work here. So any parting shots, anything you want to tell? Because you made Peter get quiet.
No, well, I mean, I'm really thankful that, we've been collaborating with Peter for over almost a year now. And, they send over the referrals. We are able to connect these students and the parents as well. Like sometimes the students already have the Medi-Cal, but it's the parent that didn't know about My Health LA. So that's great that, we're able to offer that service to them. Sometimes it's just a matter of, they need to get a checkup and they haven't done that. Or they're uninsured. So then that's in the case when we set up that appointment, we do the enrollment, and then after that, so it's the full process. Now, if they're uninsured, they get uninsured, and then the children can get, the pediatrics, the women can get the women's services, and everyone gets enrolled, and the whole family can go to that same facility. So it's really great. I mean, it's been wonderful this past year, and now we're doing the presentations at the parent meetings. So, just trying to get the word out there and get everyone informed and know of these free services that are available.
Art, they've been here since the beginning, too. So whether it's an event that we're hosting with Congresswoman Napolitano,
good friend
or
of
whether
ours.
it's State Senator Hernandez,
Another good friend, yes.
the Chap Care team has been there for the Mountain View community. And so we really appreciate all the work that they've done and the help that they're providing day to day, educating all of our families, educating our students, educating our staff so that they're more knowledgeable so that we can provide total services for our entire community. So thank you, Naomi. Appreciate it.
Yeah, very good, very good. I tell you, Naomi, thank you very much. And when you run for office, Peter, I'll vote for you. Okay, I promise, because he's good. Yeah, he's good. He's good. I
and
like
Art
it.
and Vivian, we do want to thank you also on behalf of the Mountain View School District because you've always been there for us always too, and we appreciate
And we'll
it.
continue.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Thank
yeah,
you.
we got all our support. Anything we can do to help, and if you have any events you need covered by our channel, just give us a holler. We'll be there for you. And we want you to come back. Okay, like I said, you heard we're doing our fundraiser for the Christmas show, and we also have at the end of this month we'll be doing our Thanksgiving Day sort of a little special. We're gonna have the band Smooth Response on our show, so you might want to come on by and just enjoy yourself and give us an update. Let us know. Keep us apprised of what's happening with this worthwhile benefits. Okay. We'd like to thank all of you for coming on. And if we can go to the out of control room, we got the Day of the Dead video while we bring up our special guest star, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Mintai, here on El Monte.
Tonight.
She got it. I like that. Okay, well, let's go. The sounds of silence.
Día de los Muertos in el Monte. This event today, and we'll ask for a little moment of silence. Este evento el día de hoy lo vamos a dedicar a personas muy importantes del Monte. Today's event is dedicated to the memory of very poor people in El Monte. We're just going to ask a quick moment of silence for those that have left this year and left way too soon. I am talking about people like our founder, Enrique Diaz de Jesus, who left us way too soon, the founder of Nuvain. Bobby Salcedo, who left us way too soon, a great educator here in El Monte. And I forget her name, and someone will remind me from out in the audience, but the Christmas parade is named for her.
Ishigaki.
Sorry?
Ishigaki.
Emi Igaki. Ishigaki. Emi Ishigaki, the one who helped found the Children's Parade and did a lot of great work here in the districts. And of course, the rest of the beautiful spirit that was Adrian Castro, the young man that was taken away from us too soon and was looking at his dreams about going to college. Este evento está dedicado a la memoria de aquellos que se nos fueron muy antes de sus tiempos pero allá en el más allá, su memoria es vivo, vibrante, alegre, fuerte y nos da ese aliento a nosotros. So this event is dedicated to them. Before I introduce our opening act and blessing of this event, I want to introduce you to our two hosts. I'm actually going to have them stand down here because I understand it's a little hard to see me. We try to work out with stage, but sometimes it doesn't work out. Bueno, a todos modos, estamos aquí con ustedes. We're here with you guys. Our two hosts today, and they'll be here shortly right now. Our first host, nuestro primer anfitrión, es el señor Mike Gomez. Mike Gomez is an accomplished actor in Hollywood. His film credits include The Big Lebowski, Zoot Suit, and several appearances on television, on the stage. El primer anfitrión del día de hoy es el gran actor y señor Mike Gomez, un aficionado y patronizador de todo lo que es las artes. Él ha estado en películas como Zoot Suit con Edward James Olmos y The Big Lebowski, y varios otros apariencias en televisión y en el teatro. Él viene con nosotros el día de hoy como anfitrión y va a estar introduciendo nuestros actos. And our second host will be joining us from El Monte TV, television channel 3. Her name is Vivian Macias. She is the host of El Monte, co-host of El Monte Tonight. También es nuestra anfitriona es Vivian Macias, que viene con nosotros del show de televisión Canal 3, El Monte Televisión, El Monte Tonight. Y también es una cantante íntegro del grupo músico que se llama Power Play. She is also the lead vocalist for the rock soul jam group Power Play. So, si nos dan un aplauso para nuestros dos anfitriones de hoy, Mike Gómez y Vivian Macías.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Chris. Buenas tardes todos. ¿Cómo andamos? Bien, bien. Bonito día, ¿verdad? Hermoso. Miren, les voy a decir que es un tremendo placer estar aquí con ustedes hoy, este día, esta tarde. It's a tremendous pleasure to be here with you today and to participate in this very, very special event, this annual event, Día de los Muertos, la celebración de Día de los Muertos. But before we actually get started, Chris, don't leave, because I want to ask you, and our people should know, actually, what New Vein Foundation is. You know, when it was founded and what it is exactly, and what is it doing here in El Monte, and it helped to put this Dia de los Muertos together. So can you give us a little bit of background?
Claro, claro. The New Vein Foundation is a non-profit that works in El Monte, Bowen Park, todo el Valle de San Gabriel. The New Vein Foundation works to promote everything that's beautiful and creative inside of you. Some of you sitting down here maybe keep a journal and write stuff, or some of you might write lyrics to music that you never wrote. Some of you guys might have picked up a guitar, the drums, some instrument. Some of you might see something on the movie screen and say, you know what, I can act like that, I can do that. And that's what New Vein is about, promoting that at any age. Some of you discover you love writing when you retire. Some of you guys discovered acting when you got married. You know, which don't read too much into that. But, yeah.
Okay, that was just a little taste of the Day of the Dead that we had, the event we had over here that Miss Vivian co-hosted. And you can see it in its entirety on www.elmontetv3.com, which has been airing for a few weeks now. So you're out there, and we're just so proud, pleased as punch that she was doing her thing. You did a great job, man.
Oh, thank you.
So proud of her. Let's go round of applause for Miss Vivian, please.
Thank you.
She makes the show look even better. So, now this young man, this is another returning guest, a great celebrity here in City Hall West. He practically runs the whole building, single-handedly. I know, that's why I can never get him on the show. Monte, a little round of applause, please. What's your official title?
Economic Development Director.
Okay, Economic Development Director. Let me tell you, because I know this guy wears many hats. And I see him like in dozens of meetings here and in City Hall East. So, as I alluded to earlier, you guys are having a groundbreaking coming up, correct?
Yes, it's very exciting, and every time this happens, I'm always very excited about the prospect of the future and what's to come. I actually brought you an invitation as well, Miss Vivian.
Thank you.
On November 20th, At 9, we're starting at 10:30 a.m. We will host with the Festival Development Companies the groundbreaking of the Santa Fe Trail Plaza at the northeast corner of Santa Anita and the Valley Boulevard.
Wow. Yeah, you know, I never got the full name. Thank you for bringing this, because it's Santa Fe Trail Plaza, because everybody kept calling it the Santa Fe Plaza. You know, and they shortened it, and they'll probably end up being called that at the end, right? Once it's up and going. But this is a very beautiful design. How long has this been in the works?
The project itself has been in the works with us for about a year now. We've been working with the developer on working on the project concept, the site design, taking it through the hearing process and the entitlement process. It finally got approved, and we're excited to have it breaking ground within, this month on the 20th.
Okay, so that's on the northwest corner of Valley Boulevard and Monterey Avenue. What was there before, or what is there now?
Well, it's a vacant lot. What was there before were a series of homes and commercial businesses that the city former redevelopment agency, working with the developer, consolidated and did some land assembly. So the lots have been cleared and it's vacant.
So, well, that's good. So what's the turnaround on this? When are you expecting it to be completed?
Ready for the season of 2015 Christmas season.
Wow, that's fast.
Oh.
That's fast. Boy, see, that he won't bring us an invite, watch.
That would be great.
I want the discount coupons, right? Let's go
Actually,
around.
you're invited to the groundbreaking and bring your cameras. I
of
think
course.
it's something that's worth recording.
It's on a Thursday, November the 20th, 10:30 a.m. Refreshments will be served, and 11 a.m. the program will commence.
Correct. And you can make your reservation through Ms. Sheila Crippen, and she can be reached at 626-580-2001.
That's another troublemaker, Miss Crippen. She's involved in everything. We got a lot of
She's the
people.
best.
She is. No, she's good people. She's a good egg, as they used to say in show business. But that's really good, man, that you got this going, and this is exciting because I know there's been so many wonderful things. Like I said, the Veterans Village. You had that. What is it? A senior housing project that was
right. Tyler Court.
Tyler Court. Yeah. So you have a lot of things coming. We got some things down the road. What Norms? Is that true? Is that a rumor?
That is down the road. Correct.
Okay, and a Walmart.
Walmart is also down the road.
Okay. Oh. So that's that's something to look forward to. You guys got, and then you got rid of our theater. Why did you do that, man?
The theater is a part of the development that is being proposed here. In terms of what was there before, that is going to be demolished, but as part of the next phase, we have been working with the developer to look at a replacement for the theater that's going away.
Beautiful.
This is a part of the first phase, which is bringing Ross Dress for Less, retail giant. We also have Petco and Superior Grocers. So as part of the development of that site, the anchor tenant, as we call it, will help to bring in the co-tenants that will attract other tenants to the center and will be the basis for the next phase, which we have been in discussion with the festival development company known as Area Y, and we have been in discussion to let them know that the community has a high affinity for the movie theaters.
They sure do.
The expectation is that we will be working hard to bring some entertainment venue to the city of El Monte.
Fantastic. A round of applause for this young man. And the best part, I almost understood everything he said. And I tell you, he goes out, that's that, community development speak they have. So, because I had one of my interns who grew up here. He's been a lifelong resident, our good buddy Woody. And he goes, they tore down my theater. And he was all like, practically to tears because, he grew up out here. And I said, well, I heard that they were going to replace it with something, another theater, something a little more updated, right? Contemporary. That's really good. That's, I'm glad. Any other thing that we haven't heard about that's coming up, like something maybe out by Telstar or something?
That project, the last time I came out in June, I did share with you a little bit about that project on Telstar. It is a proposed new development. When it occurs, I believe it is a pivotal project that will help to form and shape the future of El Monte in the region. It is a very ambitious project that has about 500,000 square feet of retail opportunities, about 600 units of condominium housing, and a 220 plus room hotel.
Wow.
So
Any chain, hotel chain that we've heard of?
I can't mention the name exactly, but I
Uh-oh.
will tell you it is one of the top 4 flags internationally.
Wow.
So
Okay, well, I'm gonna hold you to that. Eventually, we want to get the scoop around here. Okay.
absolutely,
What's going on?
absolutely.
So save us some space. What do you think, Maggie? A new TV studio? Yeah. What do you guys think? We got a new TV studio. Save us a space, okay? Well, we might be one of your first tenants. Don't be surprised. Now we're gonna follow you everywhere, man. I tell you.
Thank you.
So this young man, like I tell you, he does so many wonderful things around here for the city, and I think you're really underrated in my mind because he's a great personality. A person like this could be very into himself, as other people I've met in similar positions. But you're not. You're very humble. You're a good man. I know you got into this. You stumbled into this kind of career. It seems like because you really don't belong in this. You probably should be out there selling cars. But, no, but we really appreciate what you're doing, all this. And is there any? I mean, I don't know how accessible you are, but if people have any questions, can they contact you? Or is there
Absolutely.
a point person?
Absolutely.
Well, would you give them a number, please?
Sure. If you ever need to contact me, my direct line is 626-580-2093.
That's wonderful. I tell you, this man's outstanding, top of the line. I'm so proud to know you. I'm proud to work near you. As we're down the hall. We're the poor tenants in the building, by the way. So nobody can barely find us, But you see what wonderful people who came on the show with you?
Absolutely.
See, they weren't going to be here, but I told them, hey, Mintai's going to be here. They said, we'll be there. We'll make sure. We'll come. They even
Thank you.
sent us food.
And all these big major developments,
Incredible.
We just heard about the big major development not too long ago when you were here, and then now another groundbreaking.
Well, I'll share with you a little bit, but we have planned for a couple more shortly.
Really?
I'll leave it at that.
Uh-oh.
Well, El Monte's growing. El Monte's growing.
Amazing. Is one of them a TV studio? I don't give up.
Never
folks.
know. Never know.
Yeah, I don't give up, Yeah, we'll have a TV studio and a recording studio for Miss Vivian. So that way she'll be all set up.
I wouldn't mind Restaurant Row or something.
Well, look at it. Somebody's hungry.
Yeah.
Because you can smell the food that Ray Poncin ate all of it. But so this is really good. I mean, I wish you guys could see the picture, and hopefully, if you get a bigger, large blow up, maybe by the 20th when we have our next show, I'd like to put it up so people can get an idea how beautiful this architect design is. Because I mean, to see something like this in El Monte would just like shoot it light years ahead, and people need that because it's all about. Sometimes it's about the environment as well for people. If you look like a friend of mine once told me, he goes, "You want to make $1 million? You got to look like $1 million." And this definitely looks like $1 million and probably more. And you guys are fast. In a year, incredible. Mm-hmm. So, okay. But it is going to be a big building, right? It's not going to be like this big or anything, right?
About 110,000 square feet.
Wow. That's something. That is really nice. Well, I'll tell you, man, you better not make me wait another 3-4 months to get you back on the show because we need updates here.
Absolutely. Anytime.
I got that from the top down. They said, hey, let's talk about this. We are going to be there. We are going to be filming it. And we want to be able to make sure that people get an idea where it's at. And we want to invite people once again. It's going to be on the 20th, November 20th. Okay, they have 10:30 refreshments, 11 o'clock, the program. And that is the northwest corner of Valley Boulevard and Monterey Avenue in beautiful El Monte, California. Because El Monte is a wonderful place to live, work, and play. And build buildings. So that's good. So thanks a lot once again. Thanks, man. I've been bugging this guy for weeks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for inviting me.
Patient.
And just want to let the audience know that the information is also on our website, and it's at www.elmonteca.gov.
There you go. See that? Let's go for it. Okay, Mintai, please. Okay, we're going to close the show with Mr. Ray Poncin. Did you get that all queued up and squared away, Ray? He doesn't know. I tell you, man. Ray's wonderful. I love this man. I love him. I think I have so many wonderful people in here.
Yeah, we enjoy him so much that we wanted to go a third round. So
yeah, we want to get this man going. He's got some people sing for their supper. He plays for his supper. But he's a wonderful man. He's a wonderful man. Once again, that is Ocho Esquinas Grill. Did I get that right?
Yes.
Okay. And that is 10612 Valley Mall, El Monte, California, 91731. They're new. They used to be where the old Pollo Loco
So
restaurant.
on Santa Anita and Valley Mall.
So you want to go
Right,
down there, check
yeah.
them out. And they're really good people. The food's outstanding. We went there after the Day of the Dead.
Yes.
And we had a great time. So you want to go down there and support them. Support your local businesses here in El Monte, right? Right, man?
Absolutely.
You want to keep them here, and we want people to be able to prosper. Live long and prosper, as Spock would say, right? Yeah, there we go. We'll give them the Vulcan hand sign there. There we go. We all got
I
it.
think if I could do that.
Look at this Vivian. This is going to try and do it.
Do this?
Uh-oh. Now you see our show is degenerated now, folks. No, I want to thank everybody once again. Of course, I want to thank my beautiful adopted daughter, Miss Maggie Ramirez. A round of applause, please. It's always a great show. Okay. I want to thank the people in the auto control room. I want to thank Isaiah. Let's hear for Isaiah. The new kid on the block, Jeffrey from Rosemead High School. Okay. And we want to thank the people from Children Defense Fund, Lorena Sanchez. A round of applause for my good friend. Okay. The superintendent from Mountain View, Lillian Maldonado, French. Naomi and Peter. Peter, what was your title again? No, your title, not your name. Curriculum director. Okay, I wanted to make sure I got that. I love these titles, that's why. See, I didn't even know men, and I've been working with them for 3 years now. So I want to thank everybody once again. And of course, I want to thank the lovely and talented Miss Vivian. Round of applause, please.
Mr. Arturo Esparza.
Is it? And the father of the channel, Pablo. Let's hear from him.
Hi, Daddy.
I missed him.
Come and say hi, Dad. Now that you're
Yeah,
here.
why don't you come on?
Come and say hi. You never
Well, we
come
close
and
off the
say
show.
hi.
You can just slide on over. You can go this way.
Yeah.
He just had a 2-week vacation in Mexico City, so he enjoyed his stay. Of course, it rained all this
Buenas noches.
2 weeks.
Mucho gusto en estar aquí con ustedes.
Okay. Well, now
My
we got.
pops.
That's.
Do we
that's
look like?
Yes, he's very handsome. Let me tell you, he's even more handsome in person.
Yeah. He's always excited to come on to the show.
Me hubiera dado gusto estar en el entrevista con Mike Gómez, amigo mío.
There you go. Yeah.
Well, he wants Mike Gomez to come in and sit in our show, so we got.
I'll give him a call. I'll tell our treasurer, Jerry Velasco. They're good buddies. So we'll ask him to come on down and stuff, and maybe we'll get Min to come back again. See, that way he has to return as part of his contract, because we love having him on the show. And of course, the brilliant man himself, the Maestro a la carte deluxe, Mr. Dr. Ray Poncin. Let's have a round of applause.
Yeah.
Take it away, Professor. Arturo Esparza, Almighty tonight.